Oh, it might be here, huh? Yes. Right. Everything is set. It's like how you, in the office when you do client meetings and all, no? Then, easier. Madhya 10th chapter, verse 119. You get me that CC book also. Krishna Mataji, I'm going to start the. Yes, Mataji. No, somebody is dropping me here from here. Somebody is coming, dropping me from here directly, so not worry. I should come, Krishna willing. Sure, no problem. Hare Krishna. Book. No, no. I need the book. So, CC. Yeah, CC. Madhya Leela. Yeah, second volume. No, first volume. 10th first volume 2. You see, we do the Radha Madhav in the meantime. Yes. Hare Krishna. Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Jaya Girivaradari Jaya Girivaradari Jaya Girivaradari Jaya Girivaradari Jaya Yashodanandana Jaya Vraja Janaranjana Jaya Vraja Janaranjana Jaya Jaya Yamunatiravanachari Jaya Kunja Vihari Jaya Jaya Yamunatiravanachari Jaya Kunja Vihari Jaya Yamuna Jaya Yamunatiravanachari Jaya Kunja Vihari Jaya Jaya Yamunatiravanachari Jaya Kunja Vihari Jaya Jaya Yamunatiravanachari Jaya कुंज बिहारी जय जय राध माधव जय कुंज बिहारी जय जय गोपी जन वल्लभा जय गिरिवर धारी जय गिरिवर धारी जय जय यशोदनन्दन जय व्रज जन रंजन जय व्रज जन रंजन जय जय यमुनतीरवनचारी जय कुंज बिहारी जय जय राध माधव जय कुंज बिहारी जय जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी जय श्री श्री राधा माधव की श्री श्री राधा विनोद जी की जय श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की जय श्री श्री गौरनिताय की श्री श्री ग्रंथराज श्री श्रीमद भागवतम की जय ग्रंथराज श्री श्री चैतन्य चरितामृता की शील प्रभुपाद की शील गुरुदेव की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि वांचकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यश्च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे जय श्री श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभु की जय श्री श्री चैतन्य चरितामृत की श्री श्री प्रभुपाद की श्रील गुरुदेव की जयंता गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet Nashtaprayesha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya He Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपादकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितां तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरंगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरून् दीनतारिणं श्रीपरमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यमीश्वरं नमो विष्णु Sorry, Prabhu. Ah, yes, yes. That shloka I will tell you. What shloka is I will tell you when you. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Sandavat Pranam. So happy to be in the midst of all of you. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Gaura Purnima Mahotsav ki jai. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance day is coming. But for us, he appears even before he appears actually on the day of Gaura Purnima. He appears through Chaitanya Charitamrita or his glorious pastimes when we meditate on them, when we discuss. So this whole beautiful shloka, this very beautiful shloka, it is as requested to take this class, to take class on this verse. As I was reading, I was thinking I have no qualification to read or speak on this, But it is whatever we do. The beauty about devotional service is that even if you are not qualified, the only way to become qualified is to do that activity. We keep saying, Prabhuji, how you improve your chanting? By doing the chanting only you can improve. You cannot sit on the shore and say that, okay, I learned swimming. You jump into the water, then you will swim. The necessity is the mother of invention, we say, right? So we all are, materially everybody is Krishna has blessed us with whatever the thing that we need. So, but the thing is, to come to spiritual life, we need really Krishna's mercy. It can't happen just as a result of our karma. Materially, whatever you are getting, it is all because of our past karmas. We have done it, you got it. But for spiritual upliftment or even contact, with the devotees or and the spiritual, the society of devotees that we have, it's not so easy. Only happens by the grace of Guru and Krishna. Hmm? That's why devotees are moving about so nicely. What is that? A beautiful shloka. Mahatma Vidura speaks to Maitreya Muni. When he starts his question, before inquiring, he speaks two beautiful verses that reveals the mood of a devotee. How they, especially the advanced devotees who move around to save the suffering souls. Hmm? That is very important to meditate on, because many times what happens is, as we progress in our devotional service, more and more services come. We are given some responsibilities, then we become someone who give responsibility to others, right? All those things happen. Hmm? But eventually what happens is that we forget the door through which we came. We forget our history, where we came from. It's always Prabhupada writes in a beautiful purport that unless and until we always remember our starting point, where we started, we cannot progress ahead. In other words, gratitude is lost when we don't realize where we were and where we are now. Isn't it, Prabhu Mataji? Do you agree with me that gratitude is immediately lost the moment I forget my past, where I was? It is not that we should keep brooding over the past. It's not. That's not the point. Tate shokona kartavya. What has happened, we don't have to think about. Bhavishyam na chintayet. Don't think too much about the future. What will happen in the future? What will happen? So anxiety. Vartamaneshu kaleshu. Be in this world. Pravartante vichakshanaha. At present, you be at present, right now, what is happening. Then this is the nature of a vichakshana, far-sighted people. That's the thing. So Vidur Mahatma asks a very beautiful question. That's why Chaitanya Charitamrita, Bhagavatam, and Bhagavad Gita, all three of them are the topmost literatures. Why? Because the one who is asking the question is also asking question on behalf of everyone. Because we don't know how to ask question also. They are asking on behalf of us. Arjuna is asking question. Parishit Maharaj is asking question. Vidur Maharaj is asking question. Yudhishthira Maharaj is asking question. Everybody is asking question. In Chaitanya Charitamrita also, there is question. The beauty is, here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself is asking questions. In other places, he answers only. Here he is coming in to ask questions. Right? If you see in Bhagavad Gita, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna's answers, Arjuna asks a question. Now, Krishna is a very strict teacher. What he does, even if you go beyond lifetimes, he will make sure that you are completed your exam properly. Right? So in Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna is asking questions and Krishna as a teacher is answering the question. But whether he understood or not properly, that he is doing it in Chaitanya Charitamrita. When they both come again, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna comes as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and our Arjuna comes as Ramananda Rai. So here the role is reversed. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is asking question and Ramananda Rai is answering. Mean Arjuna, the form of Ramananda Rai, has to answer. So he ensures that whatever I spoke, have you learnt it properly or not? Because when we ask, in our, I don't know, most of you are in the IT field. You know the thing. When you are moving from one project to another project, you will be asked to give KT, right? Knowledge transfer, or it is Krishna transfer. Right? Knowledge transfer. You have to do KT. So after you do KT, they will do something called reverse KT. So they will know, they want to know whether you have learned it or not properly, right? If you don't do it properly in the reverse KT, then they will say either the person who gave the KT did not do it properly, because normally when they are going away, they will not do properly. It is the one who is receiving. The receiving end, he has to be the end of everything, right? So this is how our spiritual life goes a full circle, but ends up at a complete circle. You go asking questions, Krishna will ensure you answer the same thing. But here it is even more tougher. So what Arjuna in the form of Ramananda is answering, Krishna, Chaitanya Prabhu, Krishna in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is actually telling, no, tell more, tell more. You only told this much. No, I am not asking you to tell exactly what I told, what you realized. Huh? That is why Bhagavatam yatha ditam yatha mati. Hmm? That's a word is used by our Sutta Goswami to Shaunaka Rishi. As far as my realization allows, as far as my intelligence and realization allows, I will speak. So unless and until we realize the subject matter, Krishna will not be pleased. I didn't ask you to just parrot what I said. That I myself can say. What is your personal realization out of it? That is why Chaitanya Charitamrita is a expansion of Srimad Bhagavatam only, because Chaitanya Charitamrita is nothing but the realization of the devotees on Bhagavatam. Every third or fourth verse you will see is a Bhagavatam verse or Max Bhagavad Gita verse, or maybe from other scriptures also, Padma Purana or different other scriptures. So Bhagavatam, there is no difference between Chaitanya Charitamrita and Bhagavatam. You are not supposed to differentiate. If you are differentiating between Chaitanya Charitamrita and Bhagavatam, it means you are differentiating between Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Krishna. Is that a correct thing or a wrong thing to differentiate between Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Krishna? Tell loudly. That also you are doubtful. So this is it's not correct, no? Shri Krishna Chaitanya? No, Radha Krishna Nahanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Nahanya, right? So in fact, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna added with Radharani, both Krishna and Radharani together. And Krishna is whenever we speak about Krishna, Radharani is included. There is no way he can be separated from Radharani, isn't it? So it is just a manifestation. For a brief period, they both went away and came back. Ekatmanam, it's Ekatmanam, Eka Atma. Right. So now coming to this point about his question answers, we should understand, we should actually appreciate these questions. Then we come to this sloka. Right. First, Vidur Maharaj is asking a beautiful question. Please repeat this. Sukhaya karmani karoti loko natai sukham vanyad uparamamba pindeta bhuya tata eva dukkam yadatra yadatra uktam bhagavan vadennaha. See this beautiful line saying yadatra yuktam bhagavan vadennaha. Sukhaya karmani karoti loko. Okay. I thought you were showing it. Everybody was looking at it. What that sloka is there. Some other sloka is going on. 352 if you want to show that. But it's not really. Yeah, you can show that. It will be good. You can come back to this later. I know you are expert, so you can open multiple windows and switch. Sukhaya karmani karoti loko. Everybody is in this world is running after getting happiness. Natai sukham va. They are not getting the sukha. They are now 24 hours we are running after sukham only, right? Happiness only. Are we working for 12 hours for sukham and then after remaining 12 hours I want to get dukkam, I want to get dukkam? Are we? How many of us are working for 12 hours for the sukham, 12 hours for dukkam? But what's happening is natai sukham va anyad uparam va means anyad means other than sukham. What is other than sukham? Dukkam only. Right? If you think that neutral, see, there is a is very beautiful. Our Vidur Maharaj. He said Sukham. Natai Sukham va Dukkam Uparam va he didn't say. He said Anyad Uparamam va. You see how beautiful it is. You should enjoy these things word by word. Because there is something in between Sukham and Dukkam. What is that? Relief. Relief, na? Neutral. That little bit of a time when the Dukkam is not there. That is neither Sukham nor Dukkam. Like, you are pushed into the water and little bit you come out. That is a relief. Right? When you are about to leave the breath, last breath, then they will pull you out. Like that. Then again they will push you inside. So what Vidur Maharaj is saying is, you are trying only for sukham, you are not trying for relief. That relief is also happiness in Kali Yuga. So Sukham, relief. What he is telling is, Natai Sukham va Anyaduparam va. Anything other than Sukham also it is not going down. It's going up. I mean to say increasing. What is that? My Dukkham is increasing like anything. I'm not struggling for Dukkham. I'm not striving for Dukkham, but it is increasing. Right? That is the beauty here. You are trying to increase Sukham and decrease Dukkham. But Sukham is not increasing, Dukkham is increasing. Then vindeta bhuya tatayeva dukkam. Yadatra yuktam Bhagavan vadennaha. Please, you are representative of the Supreme Lord Himself. Please repeat please reveal to us what is the solution to get this increasing happiness and decreasing the dukkam and other people. Anything other than that, how do I do that? How can I increase my relief also? Decrease dukkam, increase relief also. This is the question. But beauty is this question doesn't have an answer. Maitreya Muni doesn't give a specific answer to this. Two reasons. One reason is in the question itself answer is there. Next question, next verse is going to speak 353. He is saying Janasya Krishna. Please repeat. Vimukasya Daiva Adharmasi Suduhkitasya Anugrahayeha Charanti Nunam Bhutani Bhavyani Janardanasya. How beautiful this is. He is giving Vidura Mother Amaraj himself partially giving the answer here. Janasya Krishna Vimukasya. The why there Sukha is not decreasing. Sorry, Sukha is not increasing. Sukha is not increasing. Dukkha is not decreasing. Because Janasya Krishna Vimukasya. They have turned away from Krishna. All the activities that we do, sitting here and going and preaching, telling everybody about Krishna, all this is to make them, instead of Vimukasya, Sumukasya. We have to turn towards Krishna. Bahirmukha to Antarmukha. Correct? That is the only reason we are going around and telling everybody, please take to Krishna, please take the holy name, please take the holy name. So, the reason for increasing dukkha and decreasing sukha, in spite of all our endeavors, is because they are Krishna Vimukasya. They have turned away from Krishna. And not only turned away from Krishna, what is the next problem? Daivad. They have turned their Janasa Krishna, Vimukasya, Daiva. They have turned towards turned their head and eyes towards Maya, material energy. One thing is you are turned away from Krishna, another side you are turned towards Maya. So how can you drag people? That is why we have to literally drag people from their material things. You know. You see, you go to this in Bangalore, apart from our few places where we have our, programs and our centers and temples going on, rest everything is Bangalore is a, pub city we call it, right? Pub culture. Everywhere you go, there's only pub and on the day of 31st December, what they do, all night they go and party. Hmm? And then what they do, fully drunk or whatever they do, everything they take. And then once the bottle is empty, they don't know what to do with the bottle, and they break each other with the bottle, break the bottle, and blood is coming. And then they're celebrating the birthday, the New Year with a blood, broken head, and getting beating from the policemen and all. This is the way to start a New Year. For us, there is no big difference. But then this is how they start pub culture. Everything is pub culture, right? But when I was talking with my spiritual master about this, he said, Kalachakra, we also have our pub. Our pub is more dangerous than this material pub. That pub, at least after some time, it will be closed and you will be driven out. You will come out that next day morning, you will be free from that intoxication. Right? This pub, you will never come out, nor you will be free from the intoxication. And whoever is coming to they will also become eternal drunkards. So, what is our pub? Our pub is Prabhupada's Unlimited Bhagavatam. So this Bhagavatam, Prabhupada's Unlimited Bhagavatam, this is our pub. This pub people come, they will not go away. So we tell them, see, don't come here. If you come here, you will also become drunkards like us. And you will become more and more greater drunkards than us. So this is how we should bring people to our pub. This pub is eternal pub. Nobody can, and no closing. There is no closing. You can keep on chanting, 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 doing Bhagavatam, Bhagavatam, Bhagavatam. There is no end to it. Eternal intoxication. Right? That is why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what happened to us when this our Jagai Madai, you know that story, na? When Jagai Madai was, they were creating all nuisance everywhere. Our Nityananda Prabhu and Haridas Thakur, no? Yeah, they both were the team. Yes. So our Nityananda Prabhu and Haridas Thakur were the team. So Chaitanya Prabhu told them that you please go, you both please go and distribute holy names to everybody. I want to know, I don't want even to, one person to be free from this your attempt to make them chant the holy names. So Nityananda Prabhu thought, what to do? We have to actually reveal to the whole world the inconceivable mercy of the Supreme Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. For that, I should choose the most unqualified person to save. So what happened? They both went, and Nityananda Prabhu saw this Jagai and Madai, and he said that, okay, these are the two people whom we should give the holy name. So they were completely drunk, fully intoxicated, and they were making, they were not even steady, they were just shaking. So Haridas Thakur is a little bit more sober person. Right? Nityananda Prabhu is Avduta. So he will go and try to catch these kind of people. So the first time when they went, these two people drove them away, and they both Haridas Thakur and Nityananda Prabhu were running like this running race, 100-meter dash. They were running away. This because these people were chasing with a part and to beat them, right? Nityananda Prabhu ran, and somehow Haridas Thakur said, you can run fast, but I cannot run fast. Why did Chaitanya Mahaprabhu put me into this crazy person? So the next day he goes and complains to Advaita Acharya that this Nityananda Prabhu is, what kind of Avduta he is. I am not able to run behind him. I would as well sit and chant the holy names. He says, Advaita Acharya laughs and he says, you don't go with him. Let Nityananda Prabhu be with that Jagai and Madai. Because they both are drunkards. He is also a drunkard. He drinks the holy name of Gaurahari and he drinks the holy name of Krsna. So he will mix with them only. Let the three drunkards be together, you be away. So this is how, when we see the Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is so full of nectar and intoxicating nectar that we don't want to leave at all. And it is not only intoxicating nectar, it is actually full of transcendental wisdom. Srila Prabhupada specifically took Chaitanya Charitamrita because it is full with instructions, transcendental instructions for us to develop our loving bhav to Krishna, isn't it? Bhav we say. When you say in Hindi, they say bhav kya hai. Anything you go and ask for price, no? They will say bhav kya hai iska. Bhav kya hai means what is the price. But actually bhav means quality. The higher is the quality, the higher is the price. That is why they are asking bhav kya hai. Means what is the quality of the. So if you buy a cloth, they will do like this and see what is the bhav. So that bhav is nothing but our bhakti bhav. Krishna is testing each one of us. How is your bhakti bhav? When I am sitting here, he is testing. What are you doing? Are you speaking Bhagavad Gita Bhagavatam, or you are speaking something else? Are you speaking Bhagavad Gita Bhagavatam is easy, but speaking Bhagavad Gita Bhagavatam, being untouched by the three modes of material nature is difficult. Being in that position of transcendental position, because suppose somebody is not in good terms with me, they come and sit in the class, I will start talking to that person. Now this class is for you. Right? Something like that. So this is the modes. How we can do Mam Chayo Avya Bicharena Bhakti Seva Seva? We cannot do Sagunan Samati Taitan. So we should always touch. Chaitanya Prabhu and Nityananda Prabhu taught us one very, very important point, that when you are sharing, when you are preaching, we are calling us preaching. Right? That preaching means actually we are glorifying Krishna. Preaching is nothing but glorification of Krishna. And that has to be done being untouched by the material modes. It should be above the three material modes. The moment we are digging deeper, contaminated by it, the whole thing will be finished. So this is why we should take to the Shastras very seriously and go to our scriptures with the mood of a surrender and submissive mood. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu teaches us that humility when he was talking to the Prakashananda Saraswati and his group of sannyasis, right, in Varanasi. How he is speaking, how he is exhibiting his humility. He won them over simply by humility. And simply by humility. He didn't speak any. The philosophy came much later. But for them to accept us or having a favorable relation with us, that humility is required. That is why he tells his beautiful things. Drinadapi sunichena. Tarorapi sakeshnuna. Amanina manadena. Kirtaniya sadahari. We go from reverse. We can do Kirtaniya sadahari only when we follow these three things. Amanina manadena. Then Tarori Vasahishnuna, then Trinadapi Sunichena. That's why again and again he repeats that thing. And when they ask him, how did you get mad by these holy names? He said, my Guru Maharaj told me I'm a fool number one. And he said, you don't need anything, Shastra, nothing, no Vedanta, Sutra, nothing. You just take the holy names, that's all. But how much is inside the holy name? Can we say, is there any one of us here who say, no, I have stopped chanting. I'm not taking the holy name even once. I'm not chanting in my beats. No, when we meet each other, we by default, we say Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna Mataji. Full name is there. Right? That much is Prabhupada's mercy upon us to give us this attachment to holy name. Now, coming to this sloka, this sloka is so beautiful because it is composed by Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's closest associate, very intimate associate. Who is that? Swarup Damodar Goswami. Right? So he is such a wonderful poet that he wants to reveal the mercy, costless mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And that costless mercy he reveals by in every word he is using the word Daya. There is no one who can be so a greater poet than him. You see how nice this is. And this is in Shardula Vikriditam. This chanta is called Shardula Vikriditam. Longest verse that we have the very first verse in Bhagavatam, no? Janma Adyasya Yatonvayadi Taratas Charte Sabhignya Swarat. Same chanda, this is there. So please, is it come, Prabhu? Is it bright enough for everybody to see this? Okay. Heloddhunita khedaya vishadaya. Please repeat. Heloddhunita khedaya vishadaya. Pronmilada modaya. Kamya Shastra Vivadaya Rasadaya. Kamya Shastra Vivadaya Rasadaya. Chittarpiton Madaya. Shashvat Bhakti Vinodaya Samadaya. You do longer. Shashvat Bhakti Vinodaya Samadaya. Madhurya Maryadaya. Sri Chaitanya Daya Nidhe Tavadaya. Bhuyadamandodaya. See how nice it is. Actually, this is breathing exercise. All this pranayama, everything what people go and do, no? Huh? Close here, and then for that you have to drive 10 kilometers in the Bangalore traffic, and they will ask you to inhale and exhale. Huh? And you have to give 1,000 rupees for him. For closing your nose, why you have to pay 1,000 rupees for him? It is foolishness. You can close your nose and keep at home also. You can close your, do that exercise. These slokas are so beautifully composed that without your knowledge, you will do pranayam. When you are seeing Radha Madhav, is automatically your pranayam is included. You just have to extend your thing. The more you extend, bhav is also inside. You enjoy, no? When you sing long, like when it's once more, you will do this sloka. Can we do once more? How many dayas are there? See, if you count the number of daya, that itself is like a big exercise. Daya means mercy. And he said that, okay, I will not use only the word daya. So much nice daya is there. Modaya, amodaya, unmadaya. Just think about their level of intelligence. For us, daya, understanding daya itself is very difficult. Huh? It's a very beautiful thing. in Bhagavatam, first canto, 16th chapter, there are five verses, 26 to 30. In that verse, 40 qualities of Krishna are there listed. Like we have tapa, daya, shaucham, and so many things are there. But if you look into that word to word meaning, Prabhupada has given like out of the world meaning. Out of the world means the actual meaning. Anytime I say what is daya, you will say mercy. We all know mercy. What is mercy, we don't know. Right? Because we say, Prabhu, you are not merciful to me. But we don't know what is mercy. Right? Prabhupada writes there beautifully. I did this exercise with some of the youths in Pune also. His Grace Radhesham Prabhu was also there. He was also enjoying that exercise. And not only there, I did it in Trivandrum, Mumbai, Delhi, everywhere I did that exercise. You can take that verses if you want. 1, 16, 26 to 35 slokas are there in bunch. That 40 qualities of Krishna are discussed between the bull and the cow. The dharma and mother cow, the earth in the form of mother cow. So in this, each of those quality, Prabhupada gives superb meanings, out of the world meanings. Okay. I said tapa, daya, shaucham, and all these things. So we used to do this as a game. The game is all of us together and Prabhupada on one team, and we are all in one team. No justice, no, we don't give anybody as Prabhupada. So we will say, we'll close the word to word meaning and we will tell them to guess the all straightforward words. Right? What is that? Daya is very straightforward word. Tapam is straightforward. Shaucham is what? Cleanliness. Right? So we will close the English meaning and they'll ask them to guess. Now, everywhere I did, 40 qualities are there. Prabhupada is 36 and we are 3 or 4 only. All of us put together, we defeated left, right, and center by Prabhupada. They enjoyed this exercise. So, telling devotees to read this verse, seeing and reading. Daya means what? We normally say mercy. But see what Prabhupada has translated it as. Can somebody read it from the text? Daya? One person read. One person. Maybe our someone, yeah. Raghavendra Prabhu, you read it. Intolerance of others. Okay, that is big visible. But in there, most of the places what they did, they read it as intolerance of others' happiness. Seeing the word they were reading. And then after reading that, intolerance of unhappiness, see, intolerance of others' happiness, they say, Prabhupada is written wrongly. They said the meaning of Prabhupada, the meaning of this word daya, they have intolerance of others' happiness. They read wrongly and they call Prabhupada is written wrongly. This is how by default our system is that intolerance of others' happiness. Intolerance of others' happiness is envy. It is not daya. Opposite of that. and I said, Prabhu, this is actually unhappiness. Then Prabhu, Radhesha Prabhu, one devotee was reading wrong. Prabhu, Radhesha Prabhu was telling, hey, why are you reading wrong? That is what is written there, Prabhu. No, it is not happiness, it is unhappiness. So, this is the actual meaning of the word daya. Intolerance of others, unhappiness. You should not tolerate. We are not able to tolerate our own hunger. When we are about to take prasadam, only this much is there. I am worried anyone else will come and take. Right? And then we are giving class on Ranti Deva. This is not the way. Right? So we have to practice at least what we are doing. So this daya means intolerance of others, unhappiness. That is the reason we are going and giving Krishna to others. He may be a big rich person. He may be a big millionaire or trillionaire or whatever. But he is suffering. But what we are doing, we looking at his pounds and shillings, we are suffering. That is envy. Then how will we be able to turn from this plant path? That's like ocean of difference. So this Daya word is the most beautiful word in our whole thing. That's why we use the Prabhu, give me your mercy. Prabhu, give me your mercy. Hmm? That's very superficiality should not be there in devotional service. If at all there is anything that we want to speak, we should speak something good for them and for do good to them and move on from there. The moment Narad Muni is the best example. He was not sitting and watching how Dhruva is chanting. Hey, you are instead of saying Vasudeva, you are saying Vasudeva. No, he kept full faith in Krishna and Dhruva Maharaj at least is all right. For Prahlad Maharaj, inside the womb only he gave, and before he came out only he left. Right? So this is how we should have the confidence in Krishna. And just give it and go, move on. People will like those who are moving. If you get stuck in one place, you will be have to be scrubbed out, isn't it? The part gets stuck. This thing has to be. They will not, slowly undertake. Will use strong scrubber, the what you call steel scrubber, and take out. So it's very important to understand this concept. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was traveling all over. He went, stayed with somebody for overnight, gave Krishna, moved, and that's it. This is how this most thing is. Halo. Come back to the sloka, bro. Halo dhunita khedaya vishadaya pronmilada modaya shamya chastra vivadaya rasadaya. No, 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 no. Hold on. You didn't let me do this rasadaya. See, in these chandas, there is a specific rule to chant. See how much the sages were thinking about all our Kali Yuga going down and down. So there are total, 19, 19 aksharas are there in this. In Shardula Vistridita, 19 aksharas are there. They know that if we chant fully, we will leave our little breath. They know that. Hari Bol, Govinda Hari Gopal. So, mercifully, Daya. Mercifully, what they did a break. Okay, you inhale for some time, right? Then you will finish off. So, what they did, they put a rule. Out of the 19 aksharas, Helo Dhunita Khedaya Vishadaya. Then, see, that is actually 12 aksharas. Right? Anushtup is very simple, right? You have sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. You take a breath and just only 88. Upajati is only our Upajati is only 11. 11, 12 like that. And then Vasanta Tilakam is 14. The Brahma Samhita, that one we don't know, that is 14. But this one is 19. You lose your breath. Final finished. So they say after 12 you take a break. Right? So for the 12 and 7, they have quoted this thing. That actually for the 12, they call it as Aditya. They give code word Aditya. Aditya is 12 in number. Right? And then after that, 7. After 7, you have to again take a break. So that 7, they say there are 7 bogi. Bogi means snakes. There are snakes. There are 7 kind of our naga. There are 7 snakes. So they have Ashwa. Surya Adityas, and he has 12 horses. So Surya Ashwa Bogi, like that on coding they will give. So after 12 you should break. After 7, one more break. 12, 7. Then next line the same way. So that is why there is a break after this point. You see, you count the number of aksharas exactly after 12, you will take a breath. You will inhale. Right? Helo dhunita khedaya vishadaya. Onmilada modaya. Shamya chastra vivadaya rasadaya. Itta कल्पितोन्मादया शाश्वत भक्ति विनोदया समदया माधुर्य मर्यादया श्री चैतन्य दया निधे तव दया भूयादमन्दोदया. You haven't understood the meaning yet. After that, you'll dance in joy. Actually, you'll all be dancing and singing this whole thing. Just let's hear the meaning. Hela, very easily. Uddhunita, driven away. Khedaya, lamentation. Vishadaya, which purifies everything. Pron milat, awakening. Amodaya, transcendental bliss. Shamyat, mitigating. Shastra, of revealed scriptures. Vivadaya, disagreements. Rasadaya, distributing all transcendental mellows. Chitta, in the heart. Arpita, fixed. Unmadaya, jubilation. Shashwat, always. Bhakti, devotional service. Vinodaya, stimulating. Samadaya, full of ecstasy. Madhurya, of conjugal love. Maryadaya, the limit. Sri Chaitanya, O Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Daya Nidhe, ocean of mercy. Tava, your Daya, mercy. Bhuyat, let it be. Amanda, of good fortune. Udaya, in which there is awakening. Translation, purport based Divine Sabai Charana Arvinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. O ocean of mercy, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, let there be an awakening of your auspicious mercy, which easily drives away all kinds of material lamentation by making everything pure and blissful. Indeed, your mercy awakens transcendental bliss and covers all material pleasures. By your auspicious mercy, quarrels and disagreements arising among different scriptures are vanquished. Your auspicious mercy pours forth transcendental mellows and thus causes the heart to jubilate. Your mercy, which is full of joy, always stimulates devotional service and glorifies conjugal love of God. May transcendental bliss be awakened within my heart by your causeless mercy. Purport, beautiful purport, please hear. This important verse, Sri Chaitanya Chandrojaya Nataka 810, specifically describes the Lord's causeless mercy. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur explains that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is the most magnanimous personality of Godhead, distributes his causeless mercy in three ways to the conditioned soul. Every living entity is morose in the material world because he is always in want. He undergoes a great struggle for existence and tries to minimize his miserable condition by squeezing the utmost pleasure out of this world. But the living entity is never successful in this endeavor. While in a miserable condition, a person sometimes seeks the favor of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But this is very difficult for materialistic people to obtain. However, when one becomes Krishna conscious by the grace of the Lord, the fragrance of the lotus feet of the Lord expands. This is beautiful nectar by Prabhupada. Please, I'll read this again. However, when one becomes Krishna conscious by the grace of the Lord, the fragrance of the lotus feet of the Lord expands. And in this way, a materialist may gain freedom from his miseries. Now you see, when I am the old timer when Prabhu started this whole project. We saw the other our old temple, right? The other building. So this is the fragrance of the lotus feet of the Lord expanding. It is expanded into this temple, right? And now this was 2-3 years ago, right? Almost 2-3 years, right? 3 years or 2 years ago, 2.5 years almost. So now not only that it has expanded, but Prabhuji was telling in the morning that more than 90 to 100 people have already taken. Our Vardhakopal Prabhu is already excited to be part of the congregation all the way from Bahrain. It's Bahrain is Behra either. Is coming here, right? So this expanding is fragrance of the lotus feet is nothing but the Vedic sound vibration. When we continuously chant the Vedic sound vibration, where it is, the proof is there. Proof is in the Bhagavatam itself. It's such a beautiful verse is there, Brahma's prayer. This Brahma's prayer is very beautiful when he is saying the prayer for the creative potency, right? Etu tvadiya charanambujakosha gandham jigranti karna vivarair shrutivata nitam bhaktya grihita charana paraya cha tesham napaishinata hridayam muruha swapunsam. Beautiful verse. Saying, oh my Lord, persons who smell the aroma of your lotus feet. How do you smell not just the flower alone? Flower is also that's touched tulsi, that is also aroma. But then he's telling further, carried by the air of Vedic sound. The aroma of the Lord's lotus feet is carried by the air of the Vedic sound. What is the carried by the Vedic sound? Sound vibration. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Somebody in that flat will be hearing this now. So the air of Vedic, so this Vedic sound is carried by the air, right? It will be carried with it. They will say, hey, some suddenly Hare Krishna is going on. That is how it, then what happens? Carried by the air of the Vedic sound, it's verse number 395. Through the holes of the ears, it carried by the air of the Vedic sound and enters the other's ears. Okay, what is carried? The fragrance of the lotus feet of the Lord. Okay, they accept your devotional service. Those who hear it through their ears, they receive it through the ears. Normally, the fragrance, how do you receive it? Through the nose. But Krishna is transcendental, right? What is that line? He can do anything with his angani asya sakalendriya vrittimanti. So he can eat with his eyes, everything he can do. Through the ikshita, you can see through the ears. So see through the ears. You can drink through the ears. Pibanti ye bhagavata atmana satam kathamritam shravanaputeshu samritam. The juice of Krishna kathamritam is flowing through the ears, ear holes. You have to drink through the ears. Here you have to smell through the ears, not the nose. Normally we think we should smell through the nose. But this here, the fragrance of the lotus feet of the Lord is carried by the air of Vedic sound, enters the ear holes of the receiver, and he accepts devotional service. And when he accepts devotional service, what happens? He goes and sings to someone else. It goes into another person's ears. That is how the fragrance of the lotus feet expands. And when it becomes core thing, then a temple comes up, a community comes up, the Rath Yatra goes, a Janmashtami happens. Whole day we are chanting, hundreds and thousands of people come, and their whole the air of the Vedic sound vibration goes through their ears. They go and do this whole thing. This is how the whole thing expands. So please take it in that expanded way. Not just the flower alone or the Mahaprasadam also smell through the nose, then immediately you go, right? And we are attracted. So this is, please remember this, accept your devotional service. For them, you are never separated from the lotus of their hearts. We are never separated from them. That is when that Vimukasya and all will not happen. Because we are so much attached to the holy names. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, once I was asking our spiritual master, Maharaj, sometimes we are not able to offer our, bhoga to the Lord, we are not traveling and all that. So what do we do? That is why Srila Prabhupada said that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Gaurnita deities you have. Don't worship Radha Krishna and all when you are not able to do that service. So what do we do? And he said that the diet for Gaurnitai. What is the diet for Gaurnitai? Holy names. Holy name is the diet for Gaurnitai. Even if you are not able to offer anything to them, not that we eat up to here and then go and offer some draksha and say, I'm sorry, I'm not able to feed you anything, so I will do only holy name. That will be nose bhajan. You know what is nose bhajan? Snoring. After eating, sleeping happens. So we will be snoring. So that is our nose bhajan. That Gaurnitai will not like. Hmm? So when we are with empty stomach, we have to do the chanting or Bhagavatam or whatever as much as possible, right? Then it will go. So this is the point we have to understand. This one line, see how beautiful it is. I'll read this again. When one becomes Krishna conscious by the grace of the Lord. So we are not becoming Krishna conscious on our own. It also happens by the grace of the Lord. Hmm? That is why we said, one devotee said very nice thing, nice realization. You know the CNN network? We have the CNN network, BBC, and all that. No, so that CNN, he said, there's an acronym for a nice point. Huh? So he said, C means we have no capacity. We are incapable. No, we are not capable at all. Right? That should be always we should remember. So C means we have no capacity. Okay. Then the first N is we are nothing. The first N is we are nothing. We have no capacity. We are nothing. And second N is therefore we are not required. Remember this always. We have no capacity, we are nothing, therefore we are not required. If you carry this mood always, anytime you see CNN network now, remember this. But because I am thinking I am somebody, somebody tells Prabhu, you are this doing this wrong, that is wrong, can you do this? Immediately I get my ego gets affected. How long we can do devotional service with ego? How long we can do? Somewhere we should kick it out, right? That is why we do this austerity. Early morning for 34, we are getting up just why
ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಎರಡನೇ ಶ್ಲೋಕಕ್ಕೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರಬೇಕು.
Need to have.
So, comparing with detachment from materials,
I can be detached from that which I don't need. Right? I will have a torn cloth. I will say I am detached from it. But material association is that which we want most, what we are too much attached to. Right? When Prabhupada was in Mumbai, one of his disciples, senior disciple, Haridas Prabhu, he was initially, before coming to Krishna consciousness, you know his story. He was he was stealing things. Okay, as a child, before juvenile, many times he used to go to the juvenile home and come back. He'll steal something and he'll go and come back before coming to Krishna consciousness. He saw one big poster of Prabhupada when he was coming to Mumbai, and he saw that picture of Prabhupada was there. Big picture of Prabhupada. So he said, okay, I will go and see what this saint is. So many people are going. So when he went there, so many people are sitting around. He saw Prabhupada wearing Rolex watch. Okay, so he was sitting there to looking at the Rolex watch, not Prabhupada, because he wanted to steal that. He himself shares this. So Prabhupada was very casually discussed Krishna consciousness, everybody, and then after everybody left, also he was still sitting. So Prabhupada was asking, "Who are you? Where are you coming from? Which you learn?" All those things he asked, and he was answering. Then he asked, "Okay, what is it that you want? You are sitting with me, last person to sit." He said, "I want that Rolex watch." Immediately, Prabhupada took and gave it to him. He was shocked. How can someone give such a valuable thing to him just like that? Because he was not attached. He was completely detached from it. You understand? So this is what you consider as most important, you should give. What we consider as least important, we should not. That is why the body also they are willing to give. Parikshit Maharaj is willing to give the body also, which is the most dear. They say that of all the things that are dearest to us, our body is the most dear. You will give up anything and everything, but you can't give up the body. But he was willing to give up that body also. That is why the sages, when they asked this question, they were amazed how someone can give up the body, which is in fact a shelter for everybody. It's not for those who are using it for the enjoyment, they won't want to give, we can understand. But when you're really, that body is the shelter for everybody, means when somebody is there as the leader or king or the authority, supreme authority, you can be safe. Nobody will come and unnecessarily bother you, isn't it? So that's why they're asking this question. Shivaya lokasya bhavaya bhutaye yavuttama shloka parayana janaha. Shivaya lokasya bhavaya bhute, for their economic progress, for their spiritual progress, for their health well-being. These are all the reasons why they are living. These people who uttama shloka parayana janaha. Those are only after glorifying Krishna, they live only for the well-being for everyone. Ya uttama shloka parayana janaha jivanti na atmartam asau parashrayam. Best line in whole Bhagavatam. Jivanti, they live. Why? Na atmartam, not for their selfish motive. Asau parashrayam, every life where they are using it only for others' well-being. How can I save this person? How can I save that person? How can I help this person? Like that. Mumocha nirvidya kutah kalevaram. Why did he give up that body which is the shelter for everybody? Why, which he is using for everybody's well-being? Right? That is the question they are asking. The body also, many times you are attached to. But that also the great personalities, they were willing to give up. Srila Prabhupada could have lived longer if he said, okay, I am sitting in Vrindavan only and write the Bhagavatam and Mahabharata and everything I will write. But he chose to. One of Prabhupada's disciples, when I met him in London, he said very beautiful statement. He said, Prabhupada worked to death. There are two phrases. Work till death and work to death. Work till death means until you die, you work and then you die. But work to death means because you are working so hard, your death came soon. You understood? If Prabhupada wanted, he could have said, I will extend my life some more. You people take up, I will do. But he knew that, 10 years, this is all I have. Somehow or other, I will finish it off. When people asked also, he said, no need to do all this, japa, this, that, some different yajna, homa, and all they were suggesting. He said, simply chant the holy names. Right? So this is the most important point we should learn. So devotional service, please repeat, devotional service, which is based on the foreground of full knowledge, combined with detachment from material association. Now Jnana and Vairagya is there, but Prabhupada is adding one more important point there. And which is fixed by the oral reception of the Vedanta Shruti. This is the most important point. Oral reception of the Vedanta Shruti, and for us it is Chaitanya Charitamrita, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. We can't go to all the Shastras and read, but the essence is Prabhupada has given. Oral reception. Today we are all doing oral reception. Oral reception means what? Suppose reception means in wedding reception we say. Office reception, they are there. Isn't it? In the office people are sitting. When people are coming, what do they do? In the wedding reception. Do they frown at them? What do? They smile. So Jagannath has the biggest smile. You see, they are the greatest receptionists. As soon as you come, they have a nice smile. So all the trouble with which you came, it's all gone. And somebody is smiling in this world at me. At home, nobody is smiling. You smile also, they are shouting at you. Right? So better you come to some place where they are smiling at you. Huh? So this is the thing, they're smiling. So that is the way you oral reception. So which means Krishna is entering through our oral, we say audience. We don't say obedience. Is a word obedience? No. Even if you go to the auditorium where you see that game match or whatever, they call it audience only. What does that mean? Because audio is more important than video. Otherwise the word will be obedience. Please think through these things, right? Even though those English people, they stole the words from everywhere, they had little brain, right? So they told this thing. They change everything. One letter they change and they make us forget. I'm telling you. See, REJUVENATE. What is that? Rejuvenate. What does that mean? Refresh. See, actually, that R-E-J-U, na? It was R-E-J-I. Now you read. You read properly. Rejuvenate. Rejuvenate. Jivan. Rejuvenate means bring life again. And that is a direct translation of Sanjivayati. Sanjiva. Sanjivayati Akhila Shakti Dharasva Dhamna. That is Dhrumaraj's prayers. Sanjeev. You give the names, no? That Sanjeev is rejuvenate. They said that, okay, one letter will change and make them forget their culture. Their Sanskriti is gone. Right? See, this is why and after that we have to create a whole temple to teach them. This is the place to come and do rejuvenate. Right? Like this they change. So coming back to this, our, sorry? Oral, audio, right? Videos, it's not videos, it's audio, oral, right? Aura, we say somebody has aura. What does that mean? They have heard enough that they purified their whole body by their whole life, soul, everything by so much pure hearing that aura is acting. This is oral reception. So when you receive the person Krishna, you receive first Krishna through the ears, through his sound vibration. That is why these slokas are so beautiful. How nice it is. See, this purport itself is so difficult to think. There are 10 different ways Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given mercy, is giving mercy in this. We cannot go all that. I think when you will be saying, Prabhu, now we will do it for next Gaur Purnima. It's, we have enough time to do it. No, actually, there's so much to read here. Please hear this whole thing. Now, at such a time, one is enlightened by the loving service of the Lord. We say that. Now, what are the things that we discussed in that statement? Devotional service, which is based on the foreground of full knowledge, combined with detachment from material association, and which is fixed by the oral reception of the Vedanta Shruti. We should lovingly receive Krishna through the sound vibration. Then what happens is the only perfect method. See, Prabhupada is writing very clearly, not that most perfect method. Mastama, one of the most perfect method, is the only perfect method by which a seriously inquisitive person can realize the absolute truth. We all are here to realize the absolute truth, Krishna. We want Krishna to manifest in our heart. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to manifest in our heart. How can we do that? 3 steps. First step, what is that? Devotional service based on the foreground of full knowledge, not half-baked knowledge. Full knowledge. Full knowledge is what? What is full knowledge? In one line you should tell. Huh? Sorry. Yes. Ekala Ishwar Krishna or Sabhritya. Right? Jivera Sarupa Hai, Krishna and Nitya. But we have 13th canto on top of it. Not the 12th canto. After that, one more canto we write. What is that? Krishna era Swarupa Hai, Jivera Nitya Das. Right? You are taking time to realize this statement. You thought there's a sloka like that which I have telling. Krishnera Swarupa Jivera Nityadas is our commentary. What is that? Every day we go stand in front of Radha Vinod. Radha Vinod, please give me 3-bedroom flat. Please give me, some wealth which I will never exhaust. Krishna. Then Krishna is telling, man, you are master, I am master. You are coming, I am order supplier. Whatever you ask, I have to give. And then you say, I am Krishna devotee. Huh? Krishna will be smiling. Luckily, he is not speaking. Right? If only he starts speaking, imagine we will not even come to the temple. Our mockery, Krishna only can understand. Others are telling Vanchakalpatarubhyascha, put garland like this. Nobody knows what I am, how much of a rascal I am. I am happy that, just why I come and run away before anybody catches me. So this will not work. See, so only perfect method, and what we should be seriously inquisitive student. We should be seriously inquisitive. What should I do? How can I serve Krishna? How can I serve my spiritual master? Somebody is having some problem. How can I serve him? That way we should keep on thinking about. And that's the reason by such wonderful devotees who struggled so hard and even now struggling so hard that this temple is running. If nobody cares for how can a Mangalarti happen sharp in the morning? They're teaching by example. right? A temple which is full during Mangalarti is a successful temple. A temple which has a hall full when Bhagavatam class is going on is a successful temple. Where devotees sit together and chant. Today, how nicely everybody is sitting together and chanting. And how that is happening because of the seniors are setting the example. The leaders are setting the example. You see, when in the morning Mangalarti, we have this great Narayana Chaitanya Prabhu in the altar. He could have easily said, Prabhu, today I'm not feeling well. Someone else, please do it. Definitely people will do. But why they take turns to? If you see any of our senior Vaishnavas, like His Holiness Jayapatak Swami Maharaj, His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj, when he was there, I remember every single day when wherever he is, whichever temple is, he'll be there on the altar with the arti plate. Even with that, whatever difficulties he had due to old age. Wherever I go, His Holiness Jayapatak Maharaj, in the wheelchair, he is still there doing the arati and kirtan and everything. This is their example. They are setting example. And if we don't set example to the next generation through our whatever bhakti we have, then it will reduce easily. The river will reduce into a small stream and finish off. The force has to be the tivrena bhakti yogena, with full velocity and force. The more force with which the river flows, the more longer it can go. Isn't it? Very simple logic. Right? So let's read the next paragraph. That definition of bhakti, please remember. Three things. Full knowledge, detachment from material association, fixed by the oral reception of the Vedanta Shruti. These three things. We are doing the thing here. There are many different kinds of scriptures, and by reading them, one often becomes puzzled. But one receives the mercy of the Lord, his confusion is mitigated. This is how we are. We are continuously we are with Krishna. Our confusion will be mitigated. Not only are scriptural disparities resolved, but a kind of transcendental bliss is awakened, and in this way, one is fully satisfied. You have to be fully satisfied, not 20%, 30% satisfaction. That itself will be revealing in our face so beautifully. But we should be fully satisfied. The transcendental loving service of the Lord constantly engages the conditioned soul in serving the Lord's lotus feet. If you are really loving the service we do, you will not be saying, Prabhu, I will do only this service. I will not do that service. We will not do that. Any service that is there, we will do. We will not be fixed about one service only. Through such fortunate engagement, see, the engagement means fortunate engagement. This we have to always remember. See how Prabhupada is, every word is, you should relish. This is the best way to celebrate Gaura Purnima. If you have to celebrate Gaura Purnima, you have to relish this purport and the verse. Then you are successful, your Gaura Purnima is successful because you have done the, what is that? Fragrance of the lotus feet of the Lord expands through our oral reception. One's position is thus completely purified, and one is filled with the transcendental bliss accompanied by the spirit soul's jubilation. How nice it is. Spirit soul dances in joy. What is that? Bhaktivinoda Thakurji says, Mridangavaya Shunila Mana Ananda Hridaya Nache. My heart is dancing when at the moment I hear the Mridanga sound. Sankirtan. Somebody is doing Sankirtan, he starts dancing. Thus, the transcendental causeless mercy of Lord Krishna is manifested in the heart of the devotee. So, the mercy has to be manifested in our heart, not in the form of somebody giving some gift. Somebody is taking you here, taking there. Oh, you dropped me here, Prabhu. So causeless, merciful. Yes, that is true. But what is the causeless mercy? In the heart, it should be awakened. Means it should always be there with me. Even after 10 years, yesterday Anjan Prabhu picked me up from the other place and brought me here all night till night 10:30. He dropped me here. After 10 years also I should remember. And I see him, Prabhu, that day you dropped me, it was so nice of you. Thank you so much. See, that is how it should be. Not that immediately forgotten. Then he's saying, at such a time, material needs no longer exist. The lamentation that invariably accompanies material desires also vanishes. By the grace of the Lord, one is elevated to the transcendental position, and then the transcendental mellows of the spiritual world are manifested in him. One's devotional service then becomes firm. Our devotional service, if as long as it shakes now, it will not be steady until we will not be satisfied with it. We will not be happy at all, even in devotional service. It should be firm, like Dhruva Maharaj, fixed. Nobody, what is that shloka? Beautiful shloka is there in Bhagavatam, 10, 20, 15. Anytime you face difficulty, please remember this verse. Girayo Varshadara Bear. Please repeat. Girayo Varshadharabir Hanyamanana Vivyatuhu Abhibhuyamana Vyasanair Yatha Adhoksha Chetasaha. Beautiful verse. We all face difficulties. We all face our challenges, right? Mental, body, whatever, financial, economical, health, anything. This is the best verse to remember in time of trying circumstances. Girayo Varsha Dharabir. Best example Krishna is giving. Girayo Varsha Dharabir. The mountains are there. Heavy rains pour on them, right? But not an inch it moves. Hanyamana na vibyatuhu. It doesn't even move an inch. Same way, Abhibhuyamana Vyasana. There are so many sufferings, so many miseries. They keep hitting devotees. Right? Yatha adokshaja chetasaha. But those who are completely fixed in Krishna's consciousness, Krishna consciousness, conscious of serving Krishna, they also don't move an inch. They don't shake. They don't get shaken by the material miseries. Please always remember this shloka. This is the best shloka to remember for our own bhakti. Because chinta always troubles us. What is that? चिंता से चतुराई घटे घटे रंग रूपवान चिंता बड़ी अभागिनी चिंता चिता समान nice shloka चिंता से चतुराई घटे first thing that worry disturbs us troubles us is this our chaturai our intelligence will be gone we won't be able to think properly what is day what is night when I should eat what is the thing I should do what I should not do what is that shloka प्रवृत्तिं च निवृत्तिं च जनान विदुरासुराः न शौचं नापि चाचारो न सत्यं तेषु विद्यते asuras are identified by one quality you know what is that what to do what not to do they don't know then you have to think what I am doing how many times we are having this confusion what should I do now what should I not do right that is a definition of a demon but then he's saying this we are doing this now we should not be like that so this we should always remember that how we should behave in our Krishna consciousness. So Girayo Varshadharabir Hanyamana Na Vibhyatuhu Abhibhuyamana Vyasaner Yatha Adokshaya Chetasaha Chinta Se Chaturai Gate. Chaturai will go down. Our intelligence will go down. Next what will go down? Gate Ranga Rupavan. Our color will go, will become look pale when something very troubling thing happens. Rupa, our face all will be morose. Krishna is never morose. He has a watermelon face. Always smiling, bubbly. Right? And always smiling. When you smile, face becomes nice, round and bubbling. But when you have a long face, it's a banana face. And that also not normal banana, rotten banana. Wherever you touch, it will fall. And whatever problem is there, you just smile. Simply you smile, problem will go away. Even if it doesn't go away, it will not touch you. Right? So this is the easiest way. So Gate Ranga Rupavan. Chinta Badi Abhagini Chinta Chita Saman. Chinta and Chita in Hindi if you write, Chita we write, then you put a small dot, then it becomes Chinta. That is the only difference. The only difference, isn't it, Prabhu? Chinta and Chita, only one small dot is the difference. But both do the same work. What is that? Chintayascha Chitayascha Bindu Matram Vishishyate. Chita Dahati Nirjivam, Chinta Dahati Jivanam. You got the meaning? Chita, funeral pyre, burns the dead body. Chinta burns a live body. Right? How it burns? Our eyesight will go away. Our skin will go down. Everything will go white or gone completely. Right? Balaji Prabhu is touching his. Don't worry, Prabhu. We are all in the same boat. Whether it is white or not there, it is all the same. Right? So it is all happens. Our, something rashes or something other comes. Our eyesight, ears go down. So this is all happens. Chinta, Chita, Saman. Right? Now, how to get rid of this Chinta? Very beautiful solution. See this thing. Beautiful solution. It says, Yad Bhavi, please repeat. Tad Bhavati Eva. Yad Abhavyam Yad abhavyam na tad bhavet iti nishchit buddhinam chinta na badate kvachit. This sloka, it says the chinta will not even touch you. Just two things you have to do. What is that? Yad bhavi tad bhavati eva. What is to happen will definitely happen. Yad abhavyam na tad bhavet. What is not to happen will never happen even if you hang upside down and drink water. It will not happen. Right? When you fix your mind in this, chinta will not bother you at all. Right? This is a simple thing where any materialist will say, oh, what is a big deal about it? Yes, correct, this is correct. But for devotees, it has a higher meaning. Bhavi word actually means what Krishna thinks. Krishna desire is called Bhavi. Right? So whatever Krishna thinks only will happen. What Krishna doesn't allow will not happen. If you think like that, then we are successful in understanding the shloka in the right sense. Otherwise, I will say, I will become morose. What is supposed to happen is not supposed to happen. What is not supposed to happen, it will not happen. So what will I do? They will morose. But for us, everything is Krishna's. What Krishna is thinking will happen, will definitely happen. What Krishna does not say what should not happen, it will never happen. Now let's complete with this last paragraph alone and then we'll end. Because very beautiful point. So this is how you come out of chinta. Now this beautiful last paragraph, right? In the beginning, a conditioned soul is bereft of Krishna consciousness and is always morose in his material activities. Prabhupada says in the beginning, we are even after many years also still we are morose. We should come out of it. Later by associating with the pure devotee, we have association now with the pure devotee Srila Prabhupada. One becomes inquisitive to know the absolute truth. Seriously inquisitive student. In this way, one begins to engage in the transcendental service of the Lord. When you ask the question only, your service is increased, started. Next, by the Lord's grace, all misconceptions are vanquished and the heart is cleansed of all material dirt. Anartha nivritti efforts. It is only then that the pleasure of transcendental bliss is awakened. By the Lord's mercy, one is completely convinced of the value of devotional service. When we are attending Mangalarti or doing chanting or reading Bhagavatam, then it means we have understood the value of devotional service. Means Krishna's grace is already upon us. So please don't think that after reading Bhagavatam only Krishna's mercy will come. It is because of Krishna's mercy only we are reading Bhagavatam. Right? The other way around. Please remember it from this statement. See, every line of Prabhupada's purport can lead to a whole class. And you are torturing me by asking me to give a class on this entire purport in 1 hour. It is injustice, Prabhu. And I am torturing you in turn, making you sit behind time. What can I do? Blame Prabhupada, not me. It is only then that the pressure is awakened. By the Lord's mercy, one is completely convinced of the value of devotional service. See, this is best line. When one can see the pastimes of the Lord everywhere, he is firmly situated in transcendental bliss. Anandamayo abhyasat. It happens. I'll read this line once again. Even if you don't remember the entire paragraph or purport, please remember this one line. When one can see the pastimes of the Lord everywhere, he is firmly situated in transcendental bliss. Secret of attaining transcendental bliss. Such a devotee is relieved of all kinds of material desires and he preaches the glories of the Lord all over the world. These Krishna conscious activities separate him from material activities and the desire for liberation because at every step the devotee feels himself connected with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Although such a devotee may sometimes be involved in household life, he is untouched by material existence due to his constant engagement in devotional service. Thus, everyone is advised to take shelter of devotional service to become happy and liberated. Jai Srila Prabhupada Transcendental Purports ki. Jai Shri Grantaraj Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki. Srila Prabhupada ki. Srila Gurudev ki. Pitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo. Pavanebhyo Vaishnavabhyo Namo Namah. We couldn't really discuss the rest of the lines, but we have to stop here. Question? They still have question? One question. Okay. Yes, I think one Prabhuji is raising his hand there. Anyone else also? Yes. One question we will take here and then one for Mataji, one for Prabhuji. Okay. If Matajis don't have any question, then one of the Prabhuji's question will be transferred to Matajis. Huh?
Hare Krishna, bro. Bro, can you please repeat that last shloka that you said?
Which sloka?
The last
I
one.
said many slokas. Which sloka?
Last one in the session.
10, 20, 15, huh?
Yeah.
From Bhagavatam you say, or that Chinta Chita?
From Bhagavata.
Bhagavatam. Girayo Varsha Dharabir, Hanyamana na Vivyatuhu.
Not that one, bro.
Huh? Not that.
The one which
Before
is-
closing, you said one shloka.
one which I think the one you said
Meaning.
which removes the distress.
With the Chinta. That
Chinta.
removes Chinta. Solution for Chinta.
10, 20, 15.
I think he's not saying yes. Meaning you understood or no? Tell me the meaning at least. Which sloka?
What is the meaning?
Yad bhavi tad bhavati eva, yad abhavyam na tad bhavet. Or Chinta Chita Saman, that one?
No,
Huh.
the the first one that you said.
Yad bhavi,
Yeah.
yad bhavi tad bhavati eva. This is not from Bhagavatam, it is from one of the Subhashitams or Hitopadesh. But yad bhavi tad bhavati eva. Whatever Krishna thinks, that's what will happen. Yad abhavyam na tad bhavet. What Krishna does not want to happen will not happen. He does not approve, it will not happen. Okay. Iti nishchit buddhinam. You have this buddhi, nishchay buddhi. Chinta na badate pachit. Chinta will not touch him at all. Anything that happens, you say, okay, Krishna has decided, that's why it happened. Something does not happen, you say, okay, Krishna did not want it to happen, it didn't happen. Right, Prabhu?
Okay.
Is that the one you are looking for?
No, Prabhu. I think if there's a recording, I'll go through that.
That's good.
Yes, yes. Take it offline.
Offline will do.
Hare Krishna, any Matajis? Yeah.
This is the problem when you put too many slokas.
Hare Krishna,
What can I
Prabhuji.
do? It just came on the floor.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Very beautiful, wonderful class. Thank you so much. Prabhuji, Krishna, whatever the last thing that you said, if Krishna wants, it happens. If Krishna doesn't want, it will not happen. So this is only for in the devotee's life or everybody's life?
It is for everybody's life.
So what?
He will realize, they won't realize. That's all.
So what he thinks to happen or not to happen is does he see the karma of the devotees? I mean, the karma of the people, or is it his mercy?
It depends on devotional service. If it is devotees and if you are really intense in our devotional service, then Krishna takes full control of it. And if they are materialists, he will not touch it. He will let the material energy and the other, his karma, his destiny, whatever to take over. But they do under his control. So in effect, ultimately, it is Krishna's final approval. It has Krishna's final approval.
Okay, so
Right?
directly it will be upon his devotees. What he thinks.
Yeah. Directly, he takes full control of the devotees directly. Today, now this program is happening because Krishna wanted us to be here. Otherwise, so many people in Bangalore are there. Why they are not here? Or in at least in this area, South Bangalore area. Why only few are chosen? So we are all chosen by Krishna because he said, okay, this has little sincerity. I will take him and put him here.
So the causeless mercy.
Yeah, causeless mercy.
Only for the devotees.
Yes. What else? Why do you want for everyone else?
But it's causeless, Prabhu.
Yeah, he is giving it through executing their karma, no? From their karma, from the past karma, they are getting their millions of dollars or whatever. That is how he is exhibiting his causeless mercy upon them, because that's what they want. They don't want devotion. They want only name, fame, labh, puja, pratishtha, asha. Right? You have some compassion for them, that's why you are asking for them. But if Krishna is giving bhakti to, that's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to Krishna, was not very satisfied. You surrender and then I will give. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, even if you don't surrender, I will give.
Okay.
That's why we are all going around and being his representatives. We are trying to give the holy names to everywhere. And that is why it's called Audarya Bhav.
Oh, thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Mahavadanyaya, we say. Right? Over. I think someone here was asking.
There is another kind.
No, I am okay. You please. I am ready to move.
We can take it. No, not
We'll
move.
take it offline. No, I have to really. You are my driver. Sorry, Krishna willing, we'll see again whenever he arranges. See, it's so difficult. We think that Chennai to Bangalore is very close by. Any time we can come. But it took me 10 months to come to here. I remember last time we were here around Narsing Jayanti time. So this time around Gaur Purnima. We'll see. Krishna arranges another meeting. We'll have more time here, and offline we can sit and discuss more. We'll stop here. Hare Krishna. जय श्री श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य महाप्रभु की श्री श्री गौर पूर्णिमा महा महोत्सव की शील प्रभुपाद की शील गुरुदेव की गौर प्रेमानंदे.
Let us all thank His Grace Kalachakra Prabhu by loudly chanting once Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Today we have Krishnamurti Prabhu, who is sponsor Prasadam today and seeking blessings from this August assembly here. And let us all once chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra for that wonderful devotee. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Let us all assemble downstairs. Hare Krishna.